in the 2025 season, preseason, 7th year in the NFL, 3rd year with Green Bay. Excuse me. Well, that's kind of jacked up. I just noticed week 4 preseason, we play Detroit. The very next week, week 1 regular season, we play Detroit. Interesting. Now it's kind of got me wanting to check out the rest of the schedule. No Saints. Raiders, Jets, Cardinals, Lions, Saints, Vikings, Cowboys, Giants. Oh, we did play the Cardinals again the other day. I'm getting him on accolades, but apparently he has better stats, I guess. Like, I can't really come up with any other explanation as to why he's so far up there. It's like those specific scenario situation things. You know, like a few years ago, that 6th Super Bowl championship. Oh, what? 4th quarter, we're down this much? Here, hold my beer. Comes in the game. No on here one. It's the last year. Check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. 2 years in a row. So I own the top 3. But the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison.
Still working on that.
I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
A little bit short on that one.
Honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself.
I guess we'll just continue doing that. What I've been working with. Ooh, buddy.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health.
Aaron Jones, 10 second movies.
Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still
No defensive. Alright. Although it's only going to be like 2 quarters anyway.
I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray. Make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Nothing on the scoreboard.
All right,
0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Go set. 90 Wolf. 53. Mike 53. Ready.
Now the man
Oh
from
shit!
UTEP, this is
Accidentally
Aaron
handed
Jones.
it off.
He'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be
I
a
hit
face
the X
mask.
button twice. I like double tapped it when I hit it.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's
By
a
the face mask again!
Like it.
Oh my
Indeed, here
god.
come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the pistol, give to Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, boy.
Dude, where was my
Maybe the
block?
wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
18 Gator. I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try to run it into Jones. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
At least it's preseason. Alright, well, if I'm out for the game, this is how I do it. I play when I'm in. If I'm out for the game,
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case.
high ankle sprain at the end of the very first drive.
Check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards.
If that's what y'all want to wear, go right ahead. But this is what we're wearing.
She wanted to like me, like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. We need more, tell him we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Damn.
It's a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got Adams on the hookup. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3, 4 yards after.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They go play action here on first down.
Come on.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more?
And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Damn, I
he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20. Second and 10. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. They'll set up the throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Dak Prescott, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Hines. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Dude, where was my block?
As he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in coverage. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Shedding the tackle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And Adams has it complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man open. Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 29 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey.
Now following the touchdown, here comes this offense back out onto the field as they will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Throw it! Dude, I was hitting the button.
Ja'Kai Polite showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2nd and 14.
Dude, throw the goddamn ball!
Ja'Kai Polite able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They chop that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go, baby.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Fire.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank you, defense.
So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
God damn it.
Too tough to hold
Catch
on to
the
that
fucking
one.
ball, dude.
Down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
There's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Howard looking at 3rd and 10. He finds McCoy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
57, Mike, 50.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll throw now on the final play.
Get in there! Fuck!
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead.
I'm not out there, no point. Oh, excuse me. Now we lose
well,
the
going
game.
Into the final play of this game,
wow.
They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off.
Fucking backups. Alright. Gonna be muting this on and off. Grabbing a bite to eat at the same time here.
lifestyle. Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. With that, let's get out to the desert. Standing by in Glendale, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Man left, man left. We got 4. We got 4.
They run the counter. It's Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That's taken in by Callaway. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line.
60 outlaw.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here... We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Come on, Wolf. We won. Come on, 2.
They begin the drive with Hines. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
Got it. 56. Check 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Ready?
Back-to-back good plays
Well,
have them on the move on first down.
Shit.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Touchdown, Packers.
And that's how you do it.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. Powell.
Any word on Adams yet? Excuse me.
Let's respond. Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10.
General West.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This first running back, McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
We go. 70, Indy.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Oh!
Throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they?
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Kirchman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially one.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Second and 15.
Well, they have had success when he keeps back.
Whoa, no interference or nothing?
Exactly why many old NFL coaches would say
he couldn't cut in.
Back in the running game. Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Come on, hang on to the fucking ball, dude.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Curls, curls, curls.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Give me some other passing options, coach.
He'll drop to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
X3. 218, chopper. Down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
I'm about to be taken out of the game here in a minute.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, my God, he caught it. Oh, he got ripped out at the last second. Damn.
Down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He had it until he went down to the ground.
Second and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown, Packers! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Not even me.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Glendale.
Ah! Hold on a sec. No. I'm gonna test something out. I'm gonna try something that I haven't. What is that? Where? Complete 30+ yard in air. I haven't tried this yet either. Try this.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one, are we?
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups. But the guys who have to make the team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets...
No.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go! 30 base. Pilot, 64, weak. Big grip.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You better be afraid of me.
Back to throw. Almost able to intercept.
Trying too hard.
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great
Damn!
To escape, and he goes down.
On the ball, come on!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On first down.
Yeah, I saw that.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. They're going to look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
I get 41 seconds.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
Got it.
Check 3.
80 weapon.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Right side here, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Callaway, 51 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it.
And it's not me anymore, right? Oh.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
No, it's not.
The oar.
Didn't think so.
Let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So that's the end of the preseason. Oh. Alright, I wasn't
Charles,
sure if I was going to roll into the
fourth quarter,
regular
coming
season
into it neck and neck,
yet
but
or
they were able
not,
to separate, put their foot on the
seeing
gas and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a
Or
horse racing
secondary,
theme. It
second
was
string,
that
third string,
close,
fourth string.
and then really
Lost.
went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.
Check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave.
Alright, when we come back, this is what we got. Be right back.